question, and I'm going to combine this a bit. In your own words, what is your job description, your specific duties of the office that you seek, and what power do you have as a chair to help combat our new governor?
Oh, I love it. That's what I see my job. I mean, that's it. That's why I'm doing this. As I mentioned, I'm president of the Patriot Party of Arizona right now. We're still a PAC. We're not an official party. I see this as a lateral move because I've been doing what I'm doing right now, standing up here, just speaking off the cuff, telling the truth about what's going to happen, what I'm going to do, is what I've been doing for the last number of years. And so the party chair, I think we need to redefine that role. That role, you know, we're at war. So during a war, you have to kind of reposition and you have to relook at what does that job entitle. We've got to go hard. We've got to go extremely hard at the current governor. We've got to use the bully pulpit of that chair to beat her down. I mean, literally beat her down emotionally, mentally, in the press, get people down at the Capitol, get people down at the legislature, going to the committee meetings, all myself. I mean, that's the thing, is I'm a do-it-first leader. I will never ask you to do anything that I myself would not do. Anyone that knows me and that's fought alongside me knows that. I will be right there with you. And that's what I don't see from the people that have been in leadership. And that's what's needed. Not a politician, not a professional. They need an activist. You guys need a wartime activist right now to lead this party into battle, because that's what we're going to be doing the next 2 years. This is a battle coming up. Don't mistake it. We've got the biggest battle of our lives in the next 2 years. So who do you want to lead that? You need somebody who's extremely strong and will not flinch. I don't flinch. So the party chair obviously has other roles. I see the executive director role as really being the support staff, the support system for the chair that allows them to go hold people accountable. You know, I think we should be holding our elected accountable. That's one of the big things, is we don't actually hold our elected accountable. You know, why did I have to go recall Rusty Bowers? You know, why didn't the party? Time's up, but the party should have done it.
That is a phenomenal question, and I like even our own words. So, obviously, as the chairman, you run the party. This is where I differ from pretty much anyone else running in the race. Because a lot of people are talking about, I want to set up a committee and talk about this, and I want to go talk about that, and I'm going to go talk, and I'm going to talk, and I'm going to talk. And honestly, I feel like in politics we've heard enough talk. And I feel like we've heard enough shouting and all these things, and we need to do. And then the three main responsibilities of the chairman actually are raise money, register voters, win elections. Those are the main three. Raise money, register voters, win elections. Now, winning elections comes with election integrity and all these other things. But I honestly believe, and this is one of the things that got me off, I am so sick of people that just want to talk, and yell and scream and talk, more and form committees, and they all sit around and talk with each other, and they talk for six months, and they'll come out and say, we have the solution. We're going to censure that guy, you know? And they pick out Joe in the back of the room, and they say, Joe, you're censored. You didn't work hard enough or something. And we've got to do. So I'm a doer, and I think, you know, Donald Trump gave me a lot of responsibility in working for him. A lot of responsibility, you guys. Every single penny went through that campaign, went through me. And everything was under my umbrella. And that's because I'm a doer. I get things done. And we know Donald Trump hires good people, as he likes to say. But I think it's the ultimate proof that I'm a doer. Because if you're not a doer, you don't survive. And I'll tell you, in any campaign, in any political party, anything like this, and you guys know this, you have about 20% of the people that actually work and do things. And you have 80% of the people on campaigns, I like to call, and Nick and I, we joke around, we call them the good idea fairies. Where they just splutter in, and they drop, they have I got a good idea, and they drop it on one of the doers' laps, right? 80% of the people are good idea fairies. They drop it on someone's lap. And we just need doers. So, you're laughing. I'm a doer, I'm not a good idea fairy, and I'm not a talker. But we need to get things done, and we need to win elections. I mean, the number one thing we need is win elections. Let's not forget, you guys, there are 1.434 million registered Republicans in the state. There are 1.404 million independents, 1.25 million Democrats. To win elections, we need about half. We need to get all the Republicans to vote as a block, and we need to get about half the independents. We need to win hearts and minds. So I want you to hear, when you think about people, who's going to win hearts and minds and get half those independents to vote for our candidates so that we win. Thank you.
Final question. There's a lot of conversation regarding purification and unification of the party, and provide some more color, if you will, on what you believe is more important and why, and how we would accomplish this.
I like that question. I heard it earlier, and that's an interesting one. So purification, you know, in Revelation it says, if you're lukewarm, God says he'll spit you out. It does say that. I'm not a lukewarm guy. for better or worse, you're going to get the real. It's just what it is. Shelby said it earlier. If you don't adhere to the Constitution of not only the U.S., but also our state, I have no interest in aligning with you. However, unifying the party is important. That was the whole goal of the Patriot Party, was to push the party back in the right direction, right? We needed to move back in the right direction because year over year, we're 30% up in Republicans leaving the party. We're drowning. People are unregistering every day because they're so fed up with the lack of true leadership. But see, I'm the guy that will bring them back because I'm the real guy. I'm the guy that they know is just going to tell them what it is. And I'm going to give them, you know, if there's hope, like we've got 2 years, right? We've got this real short margin of time to thread this needle and save our state. Because I truly believe in 2024 they will flip the legislature. We predicted the governor would be handed over to the Dems this year. For 2 years I've been running around with my hair on fire trying to get election integrity done because we knew they would do. I met with Carrie. Carrie reached out to me in April of 21. Sat down with her and I told her exactly what would happen. She didn't believe me. If anyone wants to hear the recording of that conversation, you can come to me personally and I'll show you. She didn't believe it would happen. We begged her to get on board with one day, one vote. So to unify is to get everyone to understand that our crucial issue is election integrity. Rasmussen ran a poll, said 72% of people, including Democrats, do not believe that elections are 100% real. So that's where we unify, is on confidence in our elections.
I'm so happy right now because we've done this a lot and gone around different rooms. And I don't know if there's been a single time we haven't been asked the unification question. And it makes me very happy because we see it. We all see it now, we need to unify. Now, I do think in these rooms, we think about unification and we kind of apply it to ourselves. And when we think about, well, we got a couple people sitting over there that they disagree with the people over there and this and that. I don't, you know, and I do think unification is the key. We need to come together, we need to grow these rooms. We need every seat to be filled in these rooms. I want to come and see the parking lot full, and it's just for this room, you know. But we need to remember too, we need to unify with 1.434 million Republicans that are out there and get them to vote for us. We need to get at least half the independents to vote for us. What we call independents, they're probably not declared as PNDs, which used to mean probably not Democrat. These days, we're not sure if it means that anymore. We've got to get a message out there, and you know, I guess the only thing I can say is, you know, it hasn't brought up that there's a big megaphone with this job, and you can see how I do. I've had over 400 media hits on Fox, Fox Business, all the channels over the years, just promoting Republican principles, promoting our presidential candidates, promoting all these things. And if you go on YouTube and just search my name, you'll see a whole bunch of hits and stuff that I've done. I do like to go forward with a positive message. I do. I go forward with a positive message, bring everyone. I'm trying to get everyone to vote for our people, and I think of the positives and I push those as opposed to just going and pound on the negatives. I do. I think that's what gets more people motivated. We've done a good job with that over the years with Trump. You can look at Trump versus Hillary. Especially in 2016, Trump was the positive guy, the business guy. You know, let's go, let's fix our country, fix our economy, all these things. And I think we all say Hillary was the negative one, you know, and look how it turned out. So a positive message is the unifying message. And I want to go out and we need to get people back voting our way. We have the better platform. Our principles are what's going to save this country. And I think everybody knows it, and they just need to be reminded of it.
Thank you, guys.
Can you give that our website one more time? Is that all right?
Sure.
So it's again electstevedaniels.com, electstevedaniels.com, and then it's Steve at electstevedaniels.com. If you want to email me and set up a time to talk personally, I'll explain to you a lot about elections that you don't know. Thank you, guys.
You can email me directly if you guys always want. Jeff at jeffdewitt.com. Just remember there's only one T, just like there was one T in treasurer and transparency. If you put 2 T's on it, it goes to a graphics designer in Michigan. So Jeff at jeffdewitt.com with 1 T.